My name is Lona Sempele, and I'm actually here on behalf of the Association of Media Women in Kenya, as you can see there. And we are rolling out a program for USAID, called USAWA, United Society Against Fraud, Waste, and Abuse, focusing very specifically on the health sector in 5 counties, that is Kilifi, Mombasa, Isiolo, Kakamega, and Nakuru. And we've been working mainly as a media association to support this USAWA program by working with traditional media, radio, TV, and print. But over time, we have seen that Kenyans and the world over actually are focusing a lot now on new media, that is online platforms such as their social media handles. According to Media Council of Kenya recent report, 18 million Kenyans actually use online platforms and new media. They listen to vloggers on video. They read bloggers' material and output. They listen to spoken word artists. They listen to singers. They listen to podcasters. They watch podcasts and they listen to them. So you can see that people are shifting from traditional forms of media to even these new media options. And so we said, because we've heard about Nakuru and it being a UNESCO creative city, actually, that is a very important thing. Surely there must be a large number of new media representatives in Nakuru County. So now we came here just to map out who are these people, who are the spoken words artists in Nakuru, who are the singers, who are the bloggers and vloggers and poets. Where can we meet them? So that is why we came to Agora Milan here in Nakuru, because we here, as you can see, there's a lot of artwork around us and behind us by these artists, muralists, people who deal with social justice issues using poetry. And they want to combat corruption, fraud, waste, and abuse, which is again aligned with our concern in the USAID USAWA program. The sad thing is there's a lot of corruption in the health sector. There are many reports on it. You have heard about the scandals that have to do with drugs, embezzling of funds in the health sector. And the health sector has now been devolved to the counties. It's a devolved function. So a lot of money is given to counties, either from national government, either by donors, either through borrowings by the county, through user fees from generated by the county, and even the county itself has an amount of money that is relegated to health services, building of roads, building hospitals, ensuring that there are drugs, making sure that there are wards and there's equipment to support citizens through health service provision. But with time, we have seen that actually reports are saying that the health sector is the most corrupt. What does that mean? We have heard from this group today about how you will go to a hospital or dispensary, there are no drugs. Kenyans know that sometimes they'll wait in long queues for health services, and then public doctors and nurses will refer them to their own private clinics. We have heard of monies being lost because the health sector is given billions of shillings, billions, to build roads, to pay salaries, to pay for utilities, to pay for services and development in the health sector, to build hospitals and dispensaries, to furnish them with drugs. But the problem, therefore, is governance, is leadership, is poor commodities management, is poor service provision. And this project called USAWA, United Society Against Fraud, Waste and Abuse, is countering that. And we want, as the Association of Media Women in Kenya, to use our mainstream and traditional journalists, as well as these new media practitioners, to speak against this injustice, to speak against the embezzlement, the procurement problems, the misappropriation of funding, the stalled projects in the health sector, the lack of drugs, the nepotism, the tribalism, the poor service provision, the poor leadership, They need to speak about it in as many formats as possible, including through spoken word, through songs, through poetry, through podcasting, through blogging and vlogging, and so on. So that is why we are here, to see how these people can use their skills for social justice. Like if you recall in Kenya in the recent past, we have had, for example, during electioneering period, a song might be used very powerfully by the politicians. If you all remember, I'm Unbogable, how much that moved the Kenyan psyche. If you remember, Kenya ni nchi ya kitu kidogo by Wainaina, that also got the interest of the Kenyans. If you remember Anguka Nayo and other songs that are coming up, you can see that there is a change, there's a shift in media to embrace artistic expression. And we feel that this is actually very important, especially in a county where that is considered a UNESCO creative city. This is a very important way of engaging with the young people. You know that Kenya, 70% of our population is youth, and youth are interested in these artistic expressions, not necessarily in the traditional mediums that have been used in the past. So we want to include the youth. We want them at the table co-creating with us. We want them at the table developing these messages using their new skills with us. And so we are here to say we want to work with the new media, the poets, the singers, the actors, the spoken word artists, the dramatists, the poets, all of them to speak against fraud, waste, and abuse in the health sector. And also to expose the good. If there's a good story, if there's something good happening in the health sector in Nakuru, then let them use their new media techniques to also speak about it. Because you see, like I've said, 18 million Kenyans use new media platforms. So it's very important.